Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo, Neo Geo.
Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Bang, clang, drink. The machines never fade. Neon lights buzz in the haze. Joystick dreams in pixel mazes. Fingers dance, electric craze. You win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball clatters, jackpot rings. 8-bit world where power springs. Twitches hum, the chaos sings, forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade.
Hello, and welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. Show number 68. Welcome to the show. I've had a great week of gaming. Hello, active pinball and arcade gamers. Let's start us off by saying the hi to some friends in the chat. Good to see you, Wingo. We got Sacro here. Biggie D in the chat. If you've not checked out the last show, this was one of my favorite guests we've ever had. Gamesboro is in the chat. He was on the show, I believe, last week. So let's do a shout out for Gamesboro because that guy is fire. Make sure you subscribe. He's got a great channel. He does great content with Neo Geo as well. We'll be talking about some Gamesboro. Got Bliss2121. Welcome to the show. Always puts drop scores on our leaderboards. Got the one and only Biggie D, who's running a pinball tournament right now on Empire Strikes Back. I dropped a score, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I got to do better. I got some wizards coming in, so I need to make a reappearance and correct my score there. We got the one and only Ray De La Torre. Welcome to the chat. So glad you're here tonight. We got a question answered from Gamesboro. He said, hey, everyone, last week someone asked about Polestar and Strikers saving high scores. He confirmed they do not save your high scored on the Neo Geo MVS, that is. Thank you for confirming that. Got Bliss2121 with a great statement. Got to play real pinball for the first time this past week. New arcade with 82 tables. Just opened near me. Lucky you. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Yeah, that is sweet. It's nothing like playing real pinball. And I always recommend play pinball on location. That is really the best that it is because you can go play the games. You don't have to worry about maintaining them. Just show up and play. Yeah, thank you, Games Pro. You're always welcome to come back on the show as well. We got a super chat from Ray De La Torre for $2. Retro Games Forever. Thank you so much. And that is true. And with that, let's just do a fun little super chat, a little short one here.
Neo Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. Cool red cabinet, name that bitch. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. Cool red cabinet, name that bitch.
Right, all right, all right. Thank you so much, Ray. And we'll start off. Let me I love Keith Apicary, man. He is fantastic, man. He's the best. There's a link to his channel in the description of this video, but he's just got some great content. We're talking classics. So let me put up my ticker real quick. This is what we're going to talk about tonight. Talking about AES plus excitement. We're going to talk about the Neo Geo, of course, with an open chat. Anyone can throw a topic in the chat. We're just going to have an open chat tonight for a little bit. Then we're going to talk about the new games coming to the arcade. We got Sengoku 3. We got a lot of cool topics tonight. Yes, he was on America's Got Talent, and he did a dance. It was fantastic. He is really good. He's fantastic. But go check out his channel. I literally, once I get in there, I know I'm just going to keep watching probably for at least an hour because I just love his content. So the first thing we're going to talk about, of course, is AES excitement. And what we're talking about is there's a brand new Neo Geo that's going to be coming. If you're not familiar with what the new Neo Geo AES Plus is, here's a quick trailer. Just so if you're tuning in for the first time to this show, this is what we're going to be talking about. And this is a revitalization and a remaking of the Neo Geo, but made this year. Let's check it out. Okay, so we got welcome to the chat. Hello, glad you're here. And I put a little poll up. Are you getting a Neo Geo AES Plus? Of course, I am. Of course, I got the Ultimate Bundle on order. I also got a white one on order from Amazon. Limited edition with the white metal slug. Who doesn't want to get that? I mean, come on, that's going to be awesome. We got Gamesboro with a hell yes. We got Ray De La Torre. If I had this, I would play it more than my PlayStation 5. It's definitely a retro console, you know, and I think it's, you know, it's got a small but mighty catalog of games. And we're going to talk about that catalog a little bit tonight. Speaking of Gamesboro, check out his video. He said 5 games that will never come to the Neo Geo AES Plus, a new video he has up on his channel. Please go check out his channel. I watch all of his content as soon as it drops in my feed. We got Tony C. said he pre-ordered his on Amazon. Did you get the white one or the black one, Tony? The Neo Geo golf game is a lot of fun. Yep. The Neo Turf Masters Big Tournament Golf. They had to rename it because of licensing. Okay, we got Ray Enza Ice Bear. Is that right? Ray Enza Ice Bear? I ordered one. You ordered the white one? The pure white one? Let's see here. Los Banos 999 is waiting for the XL Star Wars Tron T2. Please build them, someone. Yes, those replica arcades are cool. Metal So-So says he's got the Neo Geo Arcade Stick Pro already. And that is a fantastic way to play Neo Geo games. Definitely. I know Carlo just got the Neo Geo Arcade Stick Pro. It looks really nice. We've got Daniel Musen has a portable SNK video game console. Good. We got Tony here. Ray Latour says he does not like the white. Gamesboro's voting. We got MotoLinux. We'll be talking about MotoLinux a little bit. He gifted 5 Papa Brad's gaming memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to go look and see who got one. Do I think they'll make new games on it? 100%. I think they're going to make more games. 100%. Let's see. Let's do a quick super chat for MotoLinux. Let's give them this one. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That helps the channel out. Let's see. We got Tony's getting the black one. Gamesboro's getting the black one. We got Dane Bramage here. Howdy, y'all. Good to see you, Dane Bramage. Devastator Omega wants a Lords of Thunder sequel on the Neo Geo AES Plus. Soundtrack would be amazing. Devastator Omega is getting the anniversary edition. Dane Bramage is getting the anniversary edition. You plenty of those white mugs out there floating around with them white metal slug carts. Of course, that's the only way you can get that white metal slug cart. So if you want to have that white cart, you almost have to get that anniversary edition. Got Green Neon 7314. And this is live Neo Geo Talk. Any topic, community topic, open forum. Got my 36-inch Sony CRT FV20 modded with SCART RGB, ready for AES Plus, getting both the Ultimate Black and the Anniversary White. Definitely, it's a way to go. That is very cool. I got some pictures to show real quick. Let me throw up some images. I got a little slideshow I made. If you're just tuning in, of course, you're watching the Retro Legends Arcade Show. And we just love Neo Geo over here. Let me move this real quick so it's not in my way for my poll. Let's see. Move that over there. You go over there. Thank you. And let's see. First picture. These are all, look like these gigantic cartridges. I mean, look how glorious these cartridges are. I mean, just to hold that in your hand again. I mean, Yes, you can play these through emulation. You can play them on a Mister, but to actually hold the physical cartridge with the 2 motherboards in it. And we're going to talk about one of the games we're playing. And, you know, $90 for a cartridge, take my money all day long. Because the game we're going to play this week in the Retro Legends Arcade is Sengoku 3. $5,499.99 for the AES version of this game. And we're going to be competing in it this week. We got the Neo Geo Brawl, Sengoku 3. Come join us, drop a score. Of course, this is the Retro Legends Arcade. Part of what this show is we have live online leaderboards. And we play games every week. And scrolling through my leaderboards right now. And we've played just every week we play different games. But right now we're focusing on the Neo Geo games. We're playing all these games so we're familiar with the games before they come out. And we've been doing a shmup series. Those have been playing. We've played some of the greatest shmups already that have ever been released on the Neo Geo. We played Burning Star, Pulse Star. We just finished playing Last Resort. But every week we play different games. That's part of the fun of the Retro Legends Arcade. These are online leaderboards. They're live. Anyone can drop a score. The links are in the description of every show. Each week it's different games. And it gives you a chance to focus in on some great games and have a great week of gaming. Just having fun playing some games, learning the games. It's the Retro Legends Arcade. It's part of what the show's about. Let me get back to my sweet pictures. But these gigantic cards, they're just so cool, you know. Look at the boxes. I mean, who doesn't want to have that on their shelf? Look at that box. I mean, the presentation is definitely next level. AES Plus is going to be low latency compared to emulation. That is true. That is true. I've played these games for years. Now I'm going to be playing them in the ultimate format, the exact arcade hardware at home. AES was an exact replica of the Neo Geo Big Red hardware, but you can play it at home. Speaking of my buddy Gamesboro, check this out. Look what I ordered. I am so hyped for this console. I got my TV all set up. Now I'm playing games back on my old television set. But for my Neo Geo when it comes, I hope I got the right connectors. But look what I ordered, Gamesboro. Look at that. That is supposed to be the Neo Geo cables for a television set. So I just wanted to have them because I was like, what if this is when I'm so popular and all of a sudden you can't find these cables? So I wanted to be, Gamesboro, I wanted to be ready. After talking to you last week, I was excited. I went searching on eBay and got me my cable just in case, because I don't want to risk anything. I just want to be able to have it and play it. We're going to look at some CRT game, some television gameplay when I show one of my games that we're going to be playing this week. But it is fantastic to play it in that format because that's the way it was back in the day. Let me continue scrolling through my pictures. Let's see. A premium format like this is what makes it so collectible to me. I mean, when you have this on your shelf, you have something. I mean, this is just like each one of these games is almost like a collector's edition. If you look at the way it's boxed, the whole presentation. Then you got the console itself. I mean, that is a real console. Look at the size of that. Full-size joystick. Arcade controls. Yeah, the handheld, the controller came after. Originally just had arcade controls. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. I cannot wait. I am psyched. I'm going to have to start a day countdown on this show. And then, of course, there's a couple different bundles. You can order the Ultimate Bundle directly from PlayOn if you're lucky enough that your state is not blocked. Some states are blocked for tax purposes, I heard. And then they've got the Amazon. I have links in mine. If you want to use one of my links, doesn't cost you anything. Does help the channel out. They have the standard bundles, $249.99. And then the Anniversary Edition, which has been very popular, comes in white, comes with the Neo Geo white Metal Slug cartridge, a white joystick controller, a memory card, and the wireless joystick. The wireless joystick. And I did hear that you can plug a wire in if you want less latency. Dan Bramage is ready for Fist of the North Star. He is ready. Make that happen. Over there, Play On. Who would have thought in 2026 the Neo Geo would be the most affordable new gaming option? I mean, really, who would ever thought that Neo Geo would be coming back? As a longtime fan of arcade gaming, this is like a dream come true. I mean, I cannot wait. That's why, I think I'd gotten up to where I was ordering about 6 cartridges. And I said, man, I'm just going to go the Ultimate Bundle because I'm almost there. I'm 6 in, I never owned a Neo Geo. This is my chance to own one, Ray, because the Neo Geo was always unobtainable. I mean, the prices were so expensive. It's actually cheaper today to get this new Neo Geo than it was when it originally came out. So that was the open forum, open chat about the Neo Geo. We showed the console. And next thing I want to talk about, let me take the poll down for a minute. Looks like everyone's getting one. We don't have anyone. Big surprise. Everyone, either you didn't vote or you're getting one. So I guess it's not really that big of a surprise. Let me turn this widget off. Let's see. Can I hide it? I'll just hide it for now. We'll open it back up in a bit. Okay. So the next topic. Let's talk about the Neo Geo Brawl. We voted last week to start introducing beat-em-ups to the Retro Legends arcade. And we voted on 4 different games. And over the week, this is how it came out. Sengoku came in first place. So the first week, we'll play Sengoku 3. Second week, we're going to play Mutation Nation. The third week will be Robo Army. And week 4 will be Burning Fight. And these are the different games. We're starting with, I would say, probably one of the more collectible games at $5,499. This was a pretty collectible game. Speaking of price, you don't have to spend a fortune to get into Neo Geo because you can always. I know we're all excited for that AES Plus, but there is an inexpensive option. You can play it on your home consoles. Also, the Evercade has the Neo Geo Arcade 4. I do collect Evercade stuff. They're coming out with this. It comes with 3-count bout, Blazing Star, which we just played, Baseball Stars 2, which is great, Fatal Fury Special, King of the Monsters. Look, Robo Army, which is in our list of games to play, Metal Slug 4, the King of Fighters 2002. I mean, there's no dogs in that kennel. That's a killer's row. There's some good games in there. Let's see here. I had a video for that. Maybe I deleted it. Oh no, here it is. Let's check them out real quick.
Peggy 16. Peggy 3.
right, all right, all right. Got Potion Sword Run in the chat. Good to see you, Potion. Moving on to the Sengoku 3 tournament. So our first game will be Sengoku 3, often considered the best beat 'em up on the Neo Geo. Please bring us this game for $90. I would prefer to pay $90, not $5,499.99. I would love to get Sengoku 3 for $90, please. Often considered the best beat 'em up on the Neo Geo, developed by Noise Factory. It features combo-heavy combat, closer to a fighting game. Why it is legendary. Deep combo system, incredible animation, multiple playable characters, fast, responsive controls, stylish Japanese theme, more difficult than casual players may expect. And that allows me to free up some space too. I'm going to delete all these Evercade slots. I actually max out the amount of slots I can put media in when I use StreamYards when I do the show. So that frees up some slots for some new content. Tony C says, PlayOn sold in 24 hours what they thought they would pre-sell in the whole year. For sure. Hey, we got Potion Sword Run. How goes the chat? Hope everyone's doing good. Good to see you, Potion Sword Run. Saying hello to MotoLinux. Smash that like button. Thank you. I'd be grateful for you if you do. Ray De La Torre says, I love Baseball Stars and Baseball 2020. Baseball, sports games on the Neo Geo are great. I mean, I normally cannot stand sports games, but on the Neo Geo, the sports games are super fun. It's because they had that understanding of what made good arcade games. Potion Sword said he would probably get the cartridges if he had an Evercade. My top picks are Matra Melee and Waku Waku 7, but neither SNK. I used to own the original AES copies, so I have nostalgia, plus they are great titles. I think that Matra Melee, I hope I'm saying it right. I hope I'm not slaughtering it, but I think that was in Gamesboro's video. That might be one we might not get to see. But once again, if we get a flash card, then you'll be able to play it with the original hardware, which might be possible. Do you still have to blow on these cartridges to get them working? I don't know. I'm going to have to wait and find out. They have 2 cartridges, so you're going to have to blow twice as hard. You're asking us, but what do you want from the Neo Geo AES Plus? Well, I just want to have access to some of the greatest arcade games and one of the greatest arcade game libraries ever created in the history of all arcade. I just want to have access to that, exact replicas that I can play at home with zero lag, with perfect, it's not even emulation, it's recreation. That's what I'm so excited for. Plus, it's collectible. Now, I know you could play this on like a Mister, and you could have that accuracy, but to play it with the intended controls and to have the exact arcade games. I mean, if you think about it this way, for $90, each one of these is like lining up another arcade game in your arcade. So this is a way of collecting arcade games without having to buy cabinets. So why am I excited about this? Because I love arcades. I always have. This whole channel is built about. My first videos were arcade tours. If you go back to my first couple of videos, that's how I started. The love of arcade games. I do. I want to see some of those new homebrews. I want to see the old games. I'm down for it. A slow and steady release of games, but not an over release. Because I'm working class. Games are $90 each. You can't release them too fast. I'll never be able to keep up. Green Neon's ready for some original accessories like a travel bag, but some SNK branded RGB cables would be nice. You should mention the SNK MVSX arcade cab from Unico. Mine shipped. Get it Monday. $6.49 with a riser, 50 games. Absolutely, and you can mod it too. There's a mod you can do to it. We can even add games onto the MVSX. That's a nice cabinet. I did not get that one, but I do like the Neo Geo games. So we're going to jump into our next. Let me just talk about the other games we're going to be playing in the Beat 'em Up series. And thank you so much for everyone that voted. Because now we have our list of games in our order. Starting at the top with Sengoku 3. Starting at the top of the mountain with one of the best. These are in order. Mutation Nation will be the next week. One of the most popular Neo Geo brawlers. There's crazy mutant enemies, huge sprites, fast-paced action. Oh, I'm going to talk about how we play the game, too. It's going to be different. These games, you're allowed to have 3 credits, okay? We're not doing a single credit run. Normally for arcade games, for Retro Legends Arcade, it's a single quarter run. But beat 'em ups, because of the nature, the way they're designed, we're going to do a 3 credit run. You're allowed to have 3 continues and get as far as you can. Because in some of the games, like this game we're playing, you can't even enter your high score if you don't break 100,000. So with 3 quarters, that's going to allow 90% of the players to at least enter their score to be able to participate and be able to easily capture their score. So all beat 'em ups are going to be 3 quarters. And these games were quarter munchers. I mean, beat 'em ups by their nature, they were designed to make empty your pockets. The whole genre of beat 'em ups was designed to be a money-making arcade game because it's multiplayer too. You get 4 people playing a game or 3 people playing a game or even 2. You get 2 people playing one beat 'em up game, they're doubling their money in that one spot. So beat 'em up games were very popular in arcades because they were more profitable, especially if they were good. So Mutation is next. Mutation, I have never played any of these except for Burning Fight. I played that when I went on Step's show. I played it before I went on. Then we're playing Robo Army, a cold favorite featuring giant robots punching everything in sight. That sounds awesome. Why fans remember it? Unique robot theme, weapon pickups, destructible enemies, pure arcade chaos. Weaknesses, it's a slower gameplay than Sengoku 3. Then week 4. Week 4 is Burning Fight. A launch era. This was a launch era. This was a launch game, apparently. A launch era Neo Geo brawler. Heavily inspired by Final Fight, while not as polished as Capcom's classic. Has excellent sprite work, big characters, that unmistakable early 90s SNK arcade vibe. Why fans like it? Great pixel art, classic street fighting atmosphere, fun co-op gameplay. Memorable soundtrack. Its weakness is hit detection can feel rough compared to later beat 'em ups because let's face it, games and arcades, they just got better and better. So that was Burning Fight, and those are all 4 games in order. Let me check in with the chat. Oh, I forgot. I could probably do this. There we go. We got Ray here saying Sengoku 3 is so fun. I do agree. I love this. Sengoku 3 is great. This is a great great arcade game. We got Green Neon saying Rocket Lawn Chair. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Sengoku 3. Let's add it to stage. This is the game we're playing this week. Link to drop your scores in the chat. You got 3 credits. Let's check out Sengoku 3. This week on the Retro Legends Arcade, we're playing Sengoku 3. Neo Geo beat 'em up. A weapon attack. B barehanded blast. C jump. One of the cool things they do with the Neo Geo games I always liked is when you start the game, it basically tells you what all the different controls do. And from what I understand, all Neo Geo games do that. It tells you what all the different controls do before the game begins. Jump level
to dash.
Got the body toss. Grab with A, throw with B.
Guess you gotta throw. Projectile toss D.
Throw objects D. Special attack 1, Ninja Arts. Down, down A. Special attack 2, down, down B. Always liked in these Neo Geo games, they give you all the instructions. Down, up, A plus B, Ultimate Ninja Arts. So this is something that they do on all the Neo Geo games. They actually show you all the controls at the beginning of the game. And the game has 4 selectable characters. From what I've read about the game, you can unlock 2 as well, giving you a total of 6. But I don't have the extra characters unlocked. But apparently there are 6 characters that eventually you can play. And I'm just going to run 2 games simultaneously. I have a game running on my old school television, running the exact same game. But I did not discover until after playing the game a few times that you need to score over 100,000 points to be able to record your name as a high score. So the rules for this game are going to be a little different. We're going to probably do this for all the beat 'em ups. We're going to give you 3 credits to get as far as you can get. So it's a 3 credit run. So play as far as you can get. From a filming standpoint, filming my ALU looks a lot better than filming the CRT television. The CRT television looks a lot more arcade authentic. Probably be the way I might go with my Neo Geo AES Plus when it comes. So you can see in person, the TV, while it doesn't film as good, when you see it in person, it looks fantastic. But filming a television screen, you're never going to get really what it looks like. It's just the nature of the beast. So I'm playing it on the AtGames Legends Ultimate on the middle screen. On the screen in the upper right, that is my new setup with my TV, with my adapters now that Gamesboro helped me figure out what I needed to be able to play the games on it. It's pretty cool. So let's keep watching. Of course, I started with the Hot Ninja Girl. Why? Because why wouldn't you start with the Hot Ninja Girl? I mean, look at that outfit. It's all legs. Just because it looks so good on the CRT television. But it's good to have options. This is a rock solid beat 'em up though. Definitely play your game where you play with 3 credits. I'd recommend maybe starting a new game then and then running through the whole game to check it out. Very cool game for the Neo Geo Sengoku 3. To talk a little bit about the history of Sengoku 3. It's the 3rd and final installment in SNK's classic arcade beat-em-up series. Unlike its predecessors, which were made by ADK and featured a supernatural transformation mechanic, Sengoku 3 was developed by Noise Factory and overhauled the franchise into a traditional brawler. A little bit about the development. Post-SNK era, the game was created during the financial collapse of the original SNK Corporation. Development was handed over to Noise Factory, a smaller studio that had previously created the arcade brawler Gaia Crusaders. Artistically, the game leaned heavily into early 2000 anime aesthetics. Debuted on the Neo Geo MVS arcade cabinet and received a very limited run on the Neo Geo AES home console before seeing various digital ports. The game had evolved a bit since Sengoku 1 and 2. It had new mechanics. It abandoned the series' signature transformation mechanic, opting instead for traditional side-scroller. Features a fluid combo system, a dedicated jump button, and various ninja weapons. As you saw from when I began the game, you use all 4 buttons. Players could pick from a roster of 6 characters, eventually unlocking 2 additional boss characters. So you'll have eventually, if you keep playing the game over and over, you can unlock the boss characters. So if the total is 6, you have 4 immediately playable when you fire up the game for the first time. It's one of the advantages of owning like the cartridge, and one of the reasons I think it would be really great to get the AES Plus. This would be a good game to get because you can save the game and you can save unlocking those boss characters, giving you all 6 characters to play. The legacy and reception of Sengoku 3. It's gotten a lot of critical acclaim. It's widely considered by retro gamers and beat-em-up enthusiasts to be the best game in the trilogy. Praised for its smooth animation and deep combat. While it initially faced some backlash for deviating so far from the formula of the first 2 games, it's aged very well in the eyes of the community. It's one of the standout late-era games and a hidden gem on the Neo Geo. Here's where I find out that you have to score 100,000 to get your name registered. See, you get on this list, but it does not show your high score. So we will do a 3-credit run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my CRT run.
You got some bombs.
And we'll just continue the gameplay there. It's been playing the whole time.
Wait. Okay, so we'll pick someone else. Life 2. Life 2. Let's pick this dude. See what he can do.
There's his dash move.
Life 2, so you have 1 more life.
Character's got the short sword.
Make sure you limit it to 3 credits.
3 credits only. How far can you get?
What is that uppercut with the sword? That's pretty cool. Oh, these guys.
This is being played on an old school television. Does really look great in person. It does not capture well filming it because you're filming a television screen. It's much sharper and clearer in person. Of course, the new AES Plus will have HDMI out, which would be easy to split, so you could get perfect gameplay footage. Something I'm looking forward to doing. Did order the Ultimate Bundle. I can't wait to get it. I'm very excited for the Neo Geo AES Plus. Woo! Of course, it's for free, it's for fun, it's all for the community. We put 4 different Neo Geo beat-em-ups up for vote. So now I have the order of the 4 games we'll be playing. Let me pull up my poll. First game will be Sengoku 3, then Mutation Nation, then Robo Army, and Burning Fight. So these will be the next 4 Neo Geo games that we compete on. Also added another shmup for fun. Alpha Mission 2 this week. And we're starting a beat-em-up series where we play Neo Geo beat-em-ups. We're going to make it where you have 3 quarters, so there'll be a 3-quarter run.
There we go. stick. So we should be good to get the high score now. No problem. Once you're over 100,000. What it does, if you're under 100,000, it puts you in a ranking, but doesn't give you what the score is. Or you can just take a photo right when you die. But I think the 3 credits is a better way to go. Let's see here. Wow, that's cool.
Of course, 2 easy ways to enter your score. You can use your phone and scan this QR code on the screen, or you can just click on the link in the description of this video. It'll take you directly to the Retro Legends Arcade weekly leaderboards. Play your game, start 3 quarters. When you're finished, you should be over 100,000. Record your high score. Just take a photograph. And it's easiest just to do it on your phone. I just usually find the game that I want to enter a score in my YouTube videos. I click on the link in the description. You go in your description, you find the link. The direct link will take you directly to the iScored high score system, where you can enter your high score. Could not be easier. But I find doing it from my phone is easiest. Love this character with the big stick. It's pretty awesome. Always want to break stuff and look for that food, because you do only get 3 continues. This guy speaks softly and carries a big stick. I was like, I need some food. Nope. No food there.
Yeah, let's go.
Picking up those throwing stars.
Listen, man, what an amazing game.
Run out of life.
Some life.
Get the food.
Please. Oh, there it was too, right in front of me. Okay, gotta let it run out. Let the time run out and get my score. Okay, Papa Brad's gaming.
Gotta enter these letters fast. Doesn't give you a lot of time.
BBE. So it'll be PBE. Too slow. 153,302. 153,302. That was a game of Sengoku 3. Come play with us in the Retro Legends leaderboards this week. 3 credits. Get as far as you can. You will have to score over 100,000 to get your score. And that's it. I'll see you on the leaderboards. Great game, by the way.
3/4 run on Sengoku. Come on. What you waiting for? Get in there. Drop those scores. You can scan the QR code with your phone. That's why I always have that code that's up when I have my videos. That takes you directly to the iScored. If this game was in an arcade, that QR code would be sitting on the machine. You scan it with your phone. That's one way to enter your high scores. But you can always just click on the links of any of my videos that they take you directly to the Retro Legends Arcade leaderboards, where you can enter your high scores. Make sure I got everyone that was chatting. Let's see, we got Green Neon. I believe Gamesboro mentioned Blues Journey, which would be a great platform and easy AES Plus release. There are a few good platformers on the Neo. Yeah, maybe that'll be a genre we cover down the road. We're doing beat 'em ups for 4 weeks. We got Mikey Yoon here. What's up, Papa Brad? Good to see you, Mikey Yoon. Always welcome on the show. So that was a look at Sengoku 3. We have a shmup as well. But first, you know, I gotta do it. I gotta play. I got a word from our sponsors.
Coming from MTV Animation.
My mind wanders across all the lonely, misguided people in this dark city.
It's wet, dark and wet.
Full of people who are experts at avoiding reality.
It's the kind of weather that penetrates. Dark and wet.
With good reason. I'm not sure any of us wants to know what goes on out there at 3 a.m.
I did it all for you, Julie.
God knows who doing God knows what.
The pain, the sex, it was all for you.
Best not to think about it. Just push it down and go on. Lots of other people could use my help, but somehow I always come back to old Maxx. He really thinks he's some kind of flaming superhero. Not that the city couldn't use one.
He's big, he's purple, he's heroic.
They come out of the ground, pulling me down. I have to fight back or be destroyed.
He just may be out of his mind.
Oh, God. It's starting to come back to me now. The gods who eat mountains, the flying dragons, the leopard queen.
The Maxx, ruler of the jungle, scourge of the city.
A few women who can't take care of themselves get messed with, and you ride to the rescue. Who are you to assume responsibility for their lives?
I am the Maxx.
Turn-ons, Pez, cheers, and justice.
You killed my hostage. You killed my hostage. You killed my hostage!
Turn-offs, serial murderers.
Don't you lovely ladies have something you could be doing right now?
Vicious sharp-fanged parasites, bubble baths. Journey to worlds undreamt of. With the Maxx, you've never seen a hero with feet this big.
What's more 90s and 2000 than the Maxx? Y'all remember the Maxx? Here's our other game we're playing. It's a shmup. And play just a little bit of this. It's the shmup we're playing this week.
Let's play some Alpha Mission 2. Neo Geo.
And we're off. Link to upload scores is on the side. Just scan that QR code with your phone. It'll take you directly to the Retro Legends Arcade Leaderboards. Drop a score for this shmup. This is a harder one. There's a lot to it. You can upgrade your ship as you play. Let me talk a little bit about the history of Alpha Mission 2. It's released by SNK in July of 1991.
Come on!
It is hard. Alpha Mission 2 is a classic vertically scrolling space shooter. It served as the highly acclaimed sequel to SNK's 1985 arcade hit Alpha Mission. As one of the earliest titles for SNK's powerful Neo Geo hardware, it became a beloved staple in the arcade shooter genre. Talk a little bit about the gameplay mechanics of Alpha Mission 2. You have dual plane combat. Similar to Namco's Xevious, the game features a dual layer system where players shoot enemies in the air and drop bombs on ground targets. Talk about the armor system. Players collect power-ups to suit up in various upgradable armors, such as thunder, nuclear, and reflection armors. They grant temporary, specialized abilities. The game is unique in that it has currency in a shop. You collect gold dropped by enemies and spend it at the shops between the levels to upgrade your fighter. The Armored Scrum Object. ASO. Game was known as ASO2, Last Guardian in Japan. The game has seen a bunch of releases. Initially developed in-house for the Neo Geo MVS arcade and AES home systems in 1991. Then it was ported to the Neo Geo CD, their CD disc-based format in 1994. It added some enhanced CD quality audio for the Neo Geo CD version of this game. The game has seen some modern ports, received a release on modern platforms including the PlayStation Portable, the PlayStation 4 as part of the Arcade Archives collection. It's also available on the Nintendo Switch. This is the game we're playing this week, Alpha Mission 2. If you played Alpha Mission 2 before, let me know in the comments. This game does not play with the difficulty level. It's pretty tough. Get some boss action. And this was one of the earlier Neo Geo releases. Gives me a little bit of a Toplin kind of feel. Come on now. Reminds me of like Truxton. Power up. Oh, the guided. Whoa! That was a crazy surprise. When them bullets started bending and chasing after me, I had no idea I was going to run into guided bullets. Boom! Got through the first boss. 84,900. This will be a single quarter play.
I think 60,000 is where you enter your name. Zoom in.
The gold you collect you can use to upgrade your ship. Pick armor with joystick and press the A button. QR code to go straight to our leaderboards is on the right side. You can also just click on the link in the description of this video. It'll take you directly to the Retro Legends arcade leaderboards for this game.
Don't shoot the power-ups.
As an earlier Neo Geo game, it does have pretty good graphics. Ooh.
Whoa!
And just like that, it is over. Gotta enter the score fast.
Go back. Can't go back. Oops. A.A.
89,300. Game over. SNK 1991.
Should we try one more? Let's try one more.
Okay, we're not gonna try one more. I got slaughtered. That was my better run. The next one, I get absolutely slaughtered by this game. But that's our shmup for the week. Check it out. It is one of the early release games for the Neo Geo Alpha Mission 2. Definitely has that kind of retro shmup vibe. Reminds me of those classic Toplin shmup games. That'll be fun to score chase this week. And let's move on to our next topic. Let me pull up my topics here. Potion Sword Run has a brand new show, Potion's Weekly Brew. Be sure to drop by Potion Sword Run's channel and check out his brand new show that he's putting out on Friday nights. I got a chance to check it out. He played some Last Resort. It was pretty awesome. A good stream. And another friend of the channel, came up with a new video. We're going to talk about, he came up with 2 videos. We're talking, of course, about MotoLinux. MotoLinux came up with a video where he made a t-shirt out of this picture. And check this out. Just a finished product. A shout out to MotoLinux. And one of the cool things is he came out with a video. Hey, what's up? Mad Van Hien is here. He is the #1 player of AtGames Pinball in the world. Good to see you, Mad Van Hien. So glad you're here. But we're just going to talk about Killer Instinct for a minute. And I really want to get MotoLinux to 100 subscribers. Now, he is at 85 last time I checked. That's only 15 subscribers away. That's only 15 subscribers away from 100. I think we could do it. Now, if you're replaying the show, check out his link to his channel is in the chat. I want to show you how high quality his videos are. And he puts a lot of effort into his videos. We're going to take a look at his latest. Hey, we got Biggie D. Let's go. Let's go. We got Mad Van Hien saying hi to Bliss. But this video, who remembers Mortal Kombat? Why did I say Mortal Kombat? Duh. Blah. Who remembers Killer Instinct from the arcade? Who remembers Killer Instinct? He does a video where he's going to show you how to play Killer Instinct on your PC with really good emulation. So let's check out a little bit of this video that he did. Okay, the video is called Remember Killer Instinct. Here's how to play it on a modern PC. This is from MotoLinux, friend of the channel. Let's check out a little bit of his latest video. Go to his channel and subscribe.
Do you remember walking through an arcade in the mid-90s and hearing this?
Available for your home in 1995, only on Nintendo Ultra 64.
Recently I discovered a new emulator called Big Instinct, which offers better performance and accuracy than MAME. I don't have an original arcade machine to test against, but using my homemade arcade stick and pixel shaders, I was able to have a lot of fun reliving the magic of this game. I'll show you how I converted the MAME ROMs to Big Instinct files. Head over to richwhitehouse.com/KI and click the download link. Depending on the operating system will determine which 2 files to download. For Linux, you'll want to get this one, and you'll also want to get this one. For Windows, download this zip file and download this zip file. I extracted the 2 zip files, then opened each folder. I also created 2 folders called Kinst and Kinst2, which is where my MAME ROM files will be stored. I placed these folders in the extracted Big Hard Maker folder. Each folder contains the MAME ROM, which consists of a zip file and CHD file. I'll click on the Big Hard Maker executable, and it'll convert each game into a .bighard file. We'll move the .bighard files over to the Big Instinct folder, then run biginstinct.exe. To run a game, I'll use the load software option, then pick the appropriate ROM file. It's just as simple to do this in Linux as it is in Windows. I'll extract both files, copy my ROM folders into the Big Hard Maker folder, and I can either double-click the Big Hard Maker x64 file, or we can execute this in a terminal. I prefer the terminal as I get to watch the progress. I'll open a terminal, then navigate to the Big Hard Maker folder, then run bighardmaker_x64. Once the files have been converted, I'll copy them to the Big Instinct folder, just like I did in Windows, then I'll run Big Instinct. I'll quickly go over the settings I messed with. In video, I set the resolution to 1920 by 1080. I set screen scaling to fit to axis. And for screen effect, I'm using CRT Hillian.dstack. Next, I'll set up my controller by going to Input, Input Device 1, Set Bindings. I use the Set All option to quickly set all the keys. I'll speed through this so we can get the gameplay. Now I'll go back up the system, load software, and I'll choose the original KI game. And here's some video I captured from Killer Instinct 2.
There you go. I'm going to stop it right there. I want you to go to MotoLinux's channel. Here's the link for his channel. Please subscribe to him. Let's try to get him to 100. He's at 85. I would like to see him at 100 for next week if we can. If you're watching on this replay, is at youtube.com @MotoLinux. You can watch this whole video. I know we watched the setup part, but he's going to show you a bunch of gameplay if you go to his channel and watch the video. If you love Killer Instinct, this would be a great way to get Killer Instinct at home on your PC. He runs you all through it for Linux and for PC. Thank you. You don't have to do that, MotoLinux, but thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And for that, we're going to do a special super chat video just for you. There we go. There we go. That was more like it. That was more like it. So definitely go to his channel, drop him a subscribe. He's doing the work. He's putting in the work. He's putting out great videos week after week. So definitely go subscribe to MotoLinux. If you haven't checked out Potion Sword Run's new show, Potion's Weekly Brew, he's got a new show he does every week as well. So I wanted to make sure I let everyone know. And we get the leaderboard potion sword run. I did put your score up. I just screen captured it, but I want you on the leaderboard. Doesn't matter what you score. You know, I can capture it using the magic of my computer. So, so that was the new MotoLinux video. And actually, I'm sorry, but I have to do it. It's time for another commercial. I got another commercial I have to air. It won't be the Maxx. It's going to be something different. But here's our second sponsor for the show.
Mountain Dew! Oh, beautiful Sal was a stone-hearted gal, refusing to bill or to coo. But Clem was right smart. He appealed to her heart with that gal getting good old Mountain Dew.
Yahoo! Mountain Dew!
Mountain Dew will tickle your innards cause there's a bang in every bottle. At the county turkey shoot, cause Luke warn't worth a hoot, he was hopeless till he finally took the cue.
Yahoo! Mountain Dew!
Now he shoots off the cup, gets more than enough after nipping at that good old Mountain Dew. Sure as shooting, there's a bang in every bottle of our delicious soft drink, Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards.
There you go. Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards. That's right. Yes. So the next thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about a light gun I was sent for review. It's a PlayStation 2 light gun. It was sent to me by our friends over at Evercade. Of course, they make the Evercade 2TV XR, which is an arcade unit with a pedestal. Fun way to play. They do have a discount code right now for 20% off. Just click on my link and type BTA20 at checkout. You get 20% off. This is the bundle, the Evercade 2TV XR bundle, which is a great basic piece of arcade hardware. It's $319.20. I just wanted to run it and make sure it worked. But they sent me this light gun. I did a review on my channel. It works on the PS1 or the PS2. Here's another shot of it, made by Intech Gaming. If you use my link, you get a little discount. You get 10% off just for clicking on my link. So that brings it with shipping to $115.90. It's $119 for this light gun. And there's what it looks like from the Evercade page. And I do have a video I want to show about the light gun. This is for retro consoles. It works on the PS1 and the PS2. Pull up a bit of the video. Now we're not going to watch the whole thing. We're just going to skim through it and just give you the gist of it. I'm excited. I just got a package in the mail from our friends over at Evercade. They sent me this cool light gun to check out. This is a Time Breaker light gun, which is apparently something they're selling. The Time Breaker light gun, it works with the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. This gun is made by Intech Gaming. Kit will come with a PlayStation 1 wireless receiver, a PlayStation 2 wireless receiver, an infrared receiver stand, which is magnetic. Come with extension cable for the USB to charge your guns. Comes with a bolt to put the gun together, a hexagon wrench. You'll need that to build the gun. This is a nice little kit, so you can play your PS1 and PS2 gun games wirelessly on any television, flat screen, any device, because the way it works. See, we got Biggie D in the chat. Let's see. He says, do you have a PS1 or PS2? I do. I have a PS2, and I plan on checking this out with the PS2. And right now, I'm just going to unbox it. We're going to see what the box looks like. We got the box here, just came in the mail. Excited. Well, there we go. Look at that. Okay, so inside the box, there's boxes inside the box. So I got a white box here. That's just for shipping, I guess. It feels like that must be empty. Okay, but it's nice and secure, so it's not going to get damaged. And ta-da! Okay, now we're looking at the real deal. We're looking at the Time Breaker Light Gun for PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. It says it works with the GunCon 1 and 2 mode. It's wireless. It has recoil. 16:9 or 4:3 screen ratio. Plug and play. It is wireless, it says. Let's look at the back. It says Time Breaker Light Gun. Let's see, you got 30 games to play. Supports PlayStation X and PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. I heard this works with the Superstation too, which I did order, which is a FPGA console. And then it tells you some of the games it works with: Point Blank 2, Time Crisis. I have the Time Crisis games, so that's probably what I'm going to test it with. But a whole bunch of PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. So you've got support for a bunch of PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. Yes, this is designed to work with modern TVs. It's a wireless light gun that works with the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 with modern TVs. Let's break this mug open. It's nice. So it is in protective plastic. We're going to fast forward to this unboxing section. This is a great economical way to bring some gun games into your home or your home arcade. Tons of great games. It's compatible with 30 games for the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. There's some really great games which are not expensive to buy either. Got a little thank you card. You got a great manual. It's in full color. Tells you all the functions of the gun. Tells you how to set it up. Tells you about how to orientate the gun. How to set up the gun inside the game. You got a little reminder sheet. Here's our gun. It comes in 2 pieces. We'll slide those 2 pieces together. You got your 2 dongles. The big one is for the PlayStation 1. Small one is for the PlayStation 2. There's a look at the infrared sensor that's going to go on top of the TV. It has a very nice long cable. Did not come with a brick though. You'll have to get a little charger for it. Cell phone type charger. No big deal, but would have been nice if it would have came with it. To slide the 2 pieces of the gun together, you have to plug a cable in and connect it. Just be careful, take your time. Make sure that cable connects. Pretty sure it can only go one way. Slide your gun together. Take out your little screw and your Allen wrench. Everything's included to build it. Put that in, thread it down. Not too tight, just tight enough to hold it good. You don't want to strip it out. There's also a little cap you can put on when you're finished. Very slick. Comes with the super long charge cable. A little bit heavier than I thought it would be. Very well constructed. This says that it's already calibrated. Try it the way it is first. And here we go. Let me hear my first impressions after taking the gun out of the box. You've got the B, start and select. You have a thumbstick back here. Trigger feels good. Okay. Has a light that tells you if it's charging. Switch to turn it on is in the front. Pretty cool. Oh, there's a switch down here. Ooh, look, it glows. Let's turn it on. Of course, it's not going to find anything because I haven't set up yet. But look, there's what it looks like. It's got some LEDs, it looks like, in it, where it glows a little bit. That's kind of cool. You can see it good. The buttons have lights in them, which is neat. Next, we're going to watch a short video on how to set this gun up. It's done way better than me doing it myself. That way, if you get the gun, you know how to hook it up to the TV and everything you need to do to get started. Then I'm going to play a bunch of games with it, and I'm going to give you my final verdict. scale of 1 to 10, how did this gun do? Stay tuned. Here's the setup video. Pairing. You got the PSX or the PS2 dongle. The PS2 dongle is the small one. The PSX is the big one, the PlayStation 1. Got to put the right dongle in, whether you're playing PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 games. Follow these directions. This tells you how far you should be away from your TV for the different size television sets. You can use an HDMI adapter. Just follow these directions when you're setting it up. You set the limits of the gun, and what happens is when the gun goes outside of range, the light changes color from green to red, and it detects the borders of the TV. It works really well once you get it set up for each game. You'll see this GunCon 2 display will appear. And they're telling you where to set your out of bounds ranges. It's very easy to do. And you can set it up and calibrate it again inside the game if you need to.
Game calibration.
Here they are doing Time Crisis. For the games I'm playing, I'm going to give the games a scale between 1 and 10. I'm also going to give the Lightgun implementation a rating from 1 to 10, just based upon my initial experience playing the game. We're going to start off with one of the greats, Time Crisis 3. We're going to check out some Time Crisis 3 with the Time Breaker Light Gun. Here we go. And we're off. Let me go ahead and review all the games I have. Playing on a 70-inch TV set. No wires, completely wireless.
Really come. 5 maybe? No, I'd say 7.
What a classic. Here come the bad guys.
This is a restricted area. Stop right there.
Kaboom! Bye-bye. One of the cool things is you can reload by pressing this button on the bottom of the gun that's labeled C. Of course, in Time Crisis series, you have to take cover a lot. So that's good that the cover button's at the bottom of the gun. There's also a port for a pedal. Got the gun calibrated, and it is working like a champ. I'm pointing right at him, and I'm getting direct hits. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. Time Crisis 3 with the Time Breaker Light Gun is a great experience. I would have to give this experience like a 9.5 out of 10. It's like the perfect game for this gun. I'm going to skip around a little bit. Taking on the giant gun boss. That is how you do it right there. Took that sucker out, no problem. Saved up those shotgun blasts.
Seems to be a wrecked ship. Yeah.
We have a gunfight battle on the ship. Then we're going to take on the helicopter. One on the ship. Here we go. Here comes the helicopter.
Like sheep to the slaughter.
We get through this section. And then for the boss, I'll use my more powerful guns.
John, hurry! There's no time. Come on. Say goodbye.
Boom. Played a few other Lightgun games I'm not going to show any footage of. Virtual Cop, I played Endgame. Those were all the PS2 games that I own that are Lightgun games that work with this GunCon. Overall, I think this is an excellent product. I am going to knock it a full point for not having the brick for the light bar sensor. That should be included in the box. I had to go find one, and that wasn't a good experience. The construction of the gun is excellent. I'm very happy with this product and the way it turned out. I think it's a good quality product. If you're looking to play some PS2 or PS1 Lightgun games, maybe add them to your arcade for something different. You don't want to spend a fortune on a Lightgun setup. This is a nice, affordable way to play Lightgun games. PS2 games aren't that expensive to get. My overall rating for this, I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. Room for improvement for me would be to include the power brick. And the setup is about as easy as I think they can make it and keep it wireless. But you do have to tinker sometimes to get the settings dialed in. Each game is a little different. And once you get the game dialed in with the correct settings, though, the games are a lot of fun. They're very playable. I'm taking a half point off because you do have to learn how to set it up for each game. It's just a little different on each game. And once you take the time to get it set up, it's excellent. But you have to set up each game with this product. But I think it's about as easy as they could make it. But I'm still taking off a half point. That's how I came up with the 8.5 rating. Let me know if I got it right. If you're using this gun and you like it or you don't like it, let me know in the comments. What do you think of this product? I think it's pretty well made as far as the construction. It's very high quality. I'd like to thank Evercade and Intech for letting me review this gun. Definitely going to be something I'm going to have in my arcade. I know I'm going to let my grandkids play it when they come over next time. I'm sure they're going to get a blast out of it because it is a lot of fun. I would highly recommend both the Time Crisis games. I'd recommend Vampire Knight. And I'm going to be on the lookout for more PS2 Lightgun games. Those are all the ones that I could find. But there might be some killer games in there, some hidden gems I don't know about. And the PS1, I didn't have any of the games. But I'm sure it works well for the PS1 as well. It's actually really nice. It's like the perfect weight. It's like, it's just a little bit lighter than the Sinden gun that I have. But this is made for PS1 and for PS2. It does have a little recoil that you can click on and off. I didn't know that. I turned on the recoil. I didn't use the recoil for my review. But I went ahead and tried it out with the recoil. The recoil gives you just a little bit of shake. This is a really nice unit. The drawbacks, it didn't come with a charger. For the infrared module, you need to buy like a phone charger. I don't know why they send you stuff incomplete. So I had to go find a phone charger just to charge the infrared module that goes on the top of your TV. But the thing with this, it's wireless and it can work with any screen because the way it works is you basically, you use the GunCon software and you determine the borders. And what happens, the little light goes off when it's outside the border. But a very cool system. I gave it 8.5. I took a full point off for not shipping it with all the power that you need. And then I took half a point off because every game is different on how you configure it. As far as it's the same software, but sometimes you just have to experiment with the games to get the perfect config. And I feel like that was a little detract, but it works really well. And the best game for it, really the best game, is this Time Crisis 3, which is I found one on eBay for $13.50. So you don't have to spend a fortune to have a great light gun experience at home. Dust off your PS2, you get one of these guns, and you're playing on any screen. I was playing on the 70-inch screen behind me. I was playing some Time Crisis. It's very accurate. The Time Crisis games are very good. I think this was really probably custom tailored with Time Crisis is the #1 game they wanted to give. But the Time Crisis 3 is incredible. They do have a spot where you can press this button on the bottom to reload. They have a little jack here where you can put a foot pedal if you want to use a foot pedal. Some of the games you can reload using these side buttons. I really like when they can touch this bottom button to reload. It's got a joystick back here in the back of it. But this is the Intech Gaming light gun. I wanted to make sure I covered it. They sent it to me for review. So that takes care of the Intech. But you can check out my full review. I play a bunch of games, and I give you my opinion. In my opinion, it's an 8.5 out of 10. But check out my video. Took a long time to make that. That was the harder video to make because I had to do a lot of B-roll footage for it. But it's a pretty nice product, so check it out. Now let's start talking about the Retro Legends Arcade is the next thing I want to talk about. So let me pull that up next. It's time to go to the Retro Legends Arcade and check out our scores for the week. Let's see how everyone did. All right. Let me put myself down here. I usually like to be down here. And we're going to take a look at the Retro Legends leaderboard, see how everyone did this week. A lot of people playing. It was exciting. Let me scroll all the way back to the top. Let me scroll over. Okay. So let's start with our Shmup of the week was Last Resort. Neo Severa coming in with the top score. Leo DS in second place. Crane Live on YouTube, third place. Papa Brad fourth. And Potion Sword Run. Dropping a score, but playing the game. Much respect, brother. Love you playing our game. Then we had Fast Lane. That was a super fun game as picked by Crane Live on YouTube. Not surprisingly, he takes the win. That's a fun game. Very awesome game. Rich Mix second, me third. Lord Donkey Balls fourth, Team McCloskey fifth. We played Black Rose and VR Pinball. Rich Mix, Sacro, Mikey Yoon with a killer score. Plus 2121, Bruno 15477, and Biggie D. Then we had the games that were in the IFPA tournaments for AtGames. Magic Castle, Battletoads, and Frontline. Looks like I put up the highest score in Magic Castle, then Sacro, Team McCloskey, Dave LB, Blitz 2121, Wingo. Battletoads, Pinball, Dave LB, congratulations, you won. Sacro, second place, me third, Team McCloskey, Wingo, Crane Live, Bliss 2121. Frontline, Sacro took the win. Team McCloskey, me, Crane Live, Wingo, Bliss 2121, Dave LB. New games are live right now on the Retro Legends Arcade, including Alpha 2 Mission 2. We got Leo DS taking the lead in that early. We got Sengoku 3. Come on now. Y'all need to drop some scores. Sengoku 3 is an awesome game. Rewind the show and check it out. But Sengoku 3 is a 3-quarter run. It's a beat 'em up. So you get 3 quarters, not one. It's a 3-quarter run. Got a ton of people playing Dinosaur Dynasty 3. I'm in the lead on that for right now, but I expect that'll probably change. Rostam, we got Dave LB, Team McCloskey, Wingo, Bliss 2121. Battle, Dave LB, Bliss 2121, Wingo, Team McCloskey. Those are our online leaderboards for the week. Thank you so much, everyone that's playing. Let me scroll over here. Well done, Neo Severa. I do see you taking that win in Last Resort. Can you take the win in Alpha Mission or Sengoku 3? We've got some more Neo Geo games on these leaderboards. These are free online leaderboards. Everyone's welcome to play. Bliss2121, I will let you do the honor of picking it. You tell me what game you want me to run. I will run any game in Pinball Effects VR. How about I give you the distinct honor of picking what game we play this week? Just type it in the chat and I'll make a listing as soon as the show's done. It's been a fun week for Flipper friends. I do agree. We got 3 good games. I like all 3 games. Dinosaur Dynasty 3, Rastan, and Battle 2016. So just put it in the chat and let me know, Bliss2121. I'll let you pick our Pinball Effects VR game for the week. That being said, those were our leaderboards. Links to play all the games are in the description of this video. Every show has all the links. I set this new feature where it scrolls if you don't touch it for a while. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It'll just scroll on a TV. So I'll just leave my TV up with the leaderboards on it. It just scrolls showing all the games we've played. I mean, we have played so many games. It's incredible. What a great way to enjoy this hobby. But basically, it's Creature from the Black Lagoon it is. So our game we're going to play for this week will be Creature from the Black Lagoon. And I can do that actually right now. I'll do that while I play the intro for our next segment. I'll try to get it on the leaderboards. Oh, yeah. I don't know. This is a lot of work. A lot of these you got to make them because, but this is we basically have the arcade games and the pinball. You'll see eventually. The only ones I locked down, the ones with the locks, I did 2 tournaments. So if I do a tournament, it will be permanently locked. Like Attack from Mars and Elvira were tournaments with prizes. If I play a tournament, it'll be locked permanently, and no one will be able to alter the scores. So hopefully, if I can sell a few things and get some prize money, I'll be able to do a tournament. All the money I get from any kind of affiliate links usually goes to prizes for tournaments when we run them. But let's let this scroll just for a second. But if you're not aware, these are the arcade games we've played. This is kind of like the greatest hits of arcades. I mean, you look, we got Asteroids, Berserk, Black Tiger, Bubbles, Black Widow, Bubble Bobble, Bump and Jump, Burger Time, Captain America, The Avengers, Centipede, Crazy Climber. And you can drop a score in any game you want. These are all live leaderboards. Now, we played these games for a week to get these scores. So all week, these scores were going up because we were playing against each other. There's the Rexer show in Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong. Good luck with that. He's a very good gamer. Look at his scores. Very high in the Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. Double Dragon, Elevator Action, Galaga. We played Galaga a bunch of times. So those are Galaga leaderboards. It's been popular. It was requested to do it again, so we did twice. Gorf, Gravatar, Gyrus. So you can put a score in any of these classic arcade games. If you love arcade games, Juno First only has 3 scores. Ladybug, that's a fun one. But anyway, you can look through the leaderboards. We have just a ton of games on here. We also have all the classic pinballs. So this is just the arcade game section. After the arcade games, we'll do all the pinballs. I know, we've been busy, Mad Ben. This is a legacy. I mean, this is a living online leaderboard. Anyone can drop scores in it. But pretty much all the greats of arcades are in here. It just shows how much fun we've had playing all these games each week. If it's just a few people, it's been fun. Okay, so let me start our AtGames section, and then I'll put up Creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay, just about done. Let me get it up. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Boom, it is live on the leaderboards right now. So as requested, our first blank now is Creature from the Black Lagoon. You can play that in VR and drop your scores as picked by Bliss2121. Okay, so let me, the Creature from the Black Lagoon has been added. Okay. And so, AtGames news. Let me pull up my slides. I have slides for those. We'll start by talking about the Flipper Friends. And schedule, we're on week 4. So we got 3 new games. This is the full schedule for the whole season. We're in season 3. 3 games for this week will be Rusty and Saga, Dinosaur Dynasty 3, Battle 2016 from AtGames players. Checking in on the IFPA score rankings for everyone. Top 10 players, Mad Ben Hand, Skull Joe. Skull Joe took the number 2 spot from Tomato Grass, looks like. Wizard, 626. 6-string pin, Sacro at 6th. Cyrilou, Papa Brad's holding steady at number 8. Fail 3, Balls of Fury. Wyo at 11th. Maximus Prime, Retrotech X, 13th. RGM 25, Ballydurn, who plays sometimes in our tournaments. Ballydurn, 15th. Real Creamer, Spartacus, Spiegel. And there's Wingo in the top 20. Congratulations, Wingo, right there in the top 20. IFPA rankings live. I took the snapshot today. So it should be the current rankings. Just want to talk a little bit one more time about, right now we're in season 3. But there was not really a lot of fanfare for the people that played in the entire season 2. These were the winners of season 2. Mad Ben Hand, Skull Joe, Tomato Grass, Wizard 626, 6-string pin, Sacro, Cyrilou, Fail, me at Papa Brad at 9th, and 10th place, Balls of Fury. That was the whole overall Flipper Friends for season 2. A lot of work. As you can see, the schedule is, 13 weeks, 3 tables every week, played competitively against the entire population of AtGames Pinball. So anyone that plays the game will drop a score in that game. So you got to be the best of the best that week to rank in the Flipper Friends tournament. Something fun that AtGames does. It's one of the things I think they do a good job with. And this was the last week. We played some games. We played Magic Castle and some other pinballs. This was the ranking for last week's pinball. 6-string pin, Wizard 626, Cyrilou 4th, J.R. Buck, SKU 77, Balls of Fury, Sacro in 8th, Dave LB 9th, Keon 10th, Wyo in 11th. Nice score, Wyo. Jason Tierney in 12th, and Papa Brad holding on to that unlucky 13. It's not able to crack the top 10 last week. The big news, of course, with AtGames is they released a brand new game, Dinosaur Dynasty 3. I was fortunate enough to be a tester and I got to play this game early. Gave them a bunch of feedback, and they went and they did a ton of work polishing this game to make it as good as it is. Shout out to Scott Shelton, a fantastic pinball designer. This is his design. A lot of work went into this game to make it as smooth and as polished as it is. And I'll try to play my video. My videos have not been working, so if it doesn't work, you can watch a video on my channel, but let's watch a little bit of my video and hopefully it works. The skies are absolutely packed with chaos in Dinosaur Dynasty 3 Sky Titans, and this may be one of the strongest original pinball tables AtGames has released yet. From the second the ball launches, this table demands precision, fast reactions, and complete control. If you're looking for an easy, laid-back pinball experience, this is not it. But if you love deep rules, satisfying combos, intense multi-balls, and a table that constantly pushes your skill level, Sky Titans absolutely delivers. Brace yourself for a full review of Dinosaur Dynasty 3, including tips from the designer of the game himself, Scott Shelton. Let's go. Huge thank you to AtGames, who sent me this table for the purpose of review. Dinosaur Dynasty 3 Sky Titans is an AtGames original table designed by Scott Shelton.
Beyond the Earth lies a world untouched by time. A sky claimed by predators and ruled by giants.
This table feels like a true evolution of the Dinosaur Dynasty series. The theming is excellent, the layout flows beautifully, and the challenge level is high, but in the best possible way. Every shot matters here, and there's always something happening in the playfield. One of the biggest strengths is how alive the table feels. Between the combo system, mode progression, kickback management, the spinner objectives, and the multi-balls, there's very little downtime. The pacing keeps you engaged from start to finish.
Skill shot, 1 million. Hit the eject hole to start mode. Quetzalcoatlus! Hit the Titan drop targets to stun the beast. Fly again, take to the skies. Sky bonus, 1 million.
The Dinosaur Sky Predator theme works surprisingly well for a pinball. Instead of just being a generic dinosaur table, Sky Titans leans heavily into aerial combat and movement. Loops and ramps feel like flight paths, and the entire game is built around momentum and aggressive shot making. The combo system is one of the stars of the show here. The flight path combo mechanic rewards speed and accuracy by lighting major shots after successful ramp or loop hits. Chain these together quickly enough, and you'll stack increasingly valuable combos. Lift-off combo, glide combo, soaring combo, and then finally the Sky Titan combo. If you manage to do 2 consecutive Sky Titan combos from the slide ramp, they trigger the excellent Sky Titan multi-ball. This multi-ball is incredibly satisfying because it rewards controlled aggression. Every combo during the multi-ball increases the jackpot values, encouraging players to stay fast and accurate under pressure. It's one of the more adrenaline-filled multi-balls that AtGames has produced. Then there's the Pterodon multi-ball, which revolves around spelling nest through the center ramp shots and locking balls. This mode definitely feels more strategic and progression-based, giving the table a great balance between flow and setup gameplay, where you're trapping the ball and you're making precision shots. Both multi-balls are fantastic, but what pushes this table into elite category is the sheer number of modes and objectives packed into one game. The game literally has tons of modes and a deep rule set. There are 6 major dinosaur battle modes, and each one feels distinct instead of repetitive. I'm not going to spoil all the modes because that's part of the pure joy of playing this game. Now let's hear some tips from the game's designer, Scott Shelton.
Hello pinball fans, Scott Shelton here. I hope you enjoy my latest design, Dinosaur Dynasty 3 Sky Titans. I'd like to share a few tips that can help you put up some big scores on the table. One of the most important things is keeping the fly again ball saver and the outwing kickbacks lit as often as possible. To light the ball saver, you'll need to achieve 30 spinner rotations. There's a spinner in the left loop and another in the lane that feeds the pop bumpers. To light an outwing kickback, hit the side ramp 4 times. Speaking of the side ramp, it's one of the key shots on the table. If you're having trouble completing it after a left loop shot, try the spinner lane that feeds the pop bumpers instead. The ball reaches the upper flipper at a slower speed, making the side ramp much easier to hit. To light start mode at the eject hole, You'll need to either hit the skill shot or complete the bank of sky targets. If you're having difficulty with the sky targets, remember that they can be hit from the upper flipper. Another major feature is Sky Titan Multi-Ball. This mode can only be activated once per ball, but it's a huge scoring opportunity and awards an extra ball the first time it starts. To activate it, build up your combo level using the combo system. Then hit the side ramp twice while at the highest combo level, the Sky Titan combo. Once you get comfortable with the side ramp shot, you can actually loop it repeatedly to activate Sky Titan Multi-Ball very quickly.
Thank you for the tips, Scott. The modes in this table keep the table fresh because they test different skills instead of repeating the same objectives. Then there's the massive wizard mode, Flight of the Titans. Unlocking it requires completing all the primary modes plus multi-ball objectives, making it feel like a true accomplishment rather than something casually reached every game. The 3-stage structure escalates beautifully into complete pinball chaos. This is absolutely a table built for long-term mastery. A little bit about the difficulty of this table. This table has a high challenge level. I would consider it a hard table. Not unfair hard, but demanding. Shots require precision, combo timing windows are tight, and the speed can overwhelm newer players. But that challenge is exactly why this table is so rewarding. Every successful combo chain feels earned. The kickback system also adds a strategic layer, since kickbacks can swap between outlays depending on the bumper and sling hits. You constantly have to pay attention to the state of the table. Keeping the ball save and kickbacks lit, like Scott said, is the key to getting far in this table. Experienced pinball players are going to absolutely love the depth in this table. The presentation on the table is excellent overall. The Dinosaur Sky War aesthetic is unique and memorable, and the table has strong visual direction throughout. SSF sound and implementation especially shines during the fast combo sequences and the multi-ball moments. Really feel the action moving around this cabinet, especially if you have the SSF sound. The music and sound effects keep the energy high without becoming distracting, which is important for a table that is this intense. Dinosaur Dynasty 3 Sky Titans is one of the best original tables AtGames has ever released. It combines fast flow, deep rules, excellent combo systems, challenging gameplay, and strong theming into a package that feels built for serious pinball fans. The table constantly pushes you to improve, it rewards precision, and offers enough content to keep players coming back to it for a very long time. If you enjoy high-skill pinball with tons of modes and satisfying multi-ball action, then this is an absolute must-play table for AtGames pinball owners. My final score is 9.5 out of 10. The skies belong to the strong, and Sky Titans absolutely soars. But definitely, this would be a game I would highly recommend. I think it's a great game. You really can't go wrong with anything that Scott Shelton makes. It's going to be a good game. I'd pick it up. They have, also with AtGames news, they have the community picked 13 pinball tables with an American theme. These were the ones that they picked. Route 66, music, cars and drive-ins, fast foods, national parks, World War II, 1776, moon landing, Civil War, Apollo 13, From Sea to Shining Sea, interstates and national museums. Table sequence reflects community voting results, does not represent the planned release order. Release schedule is subject to change, so we're definitely going to get these patriotic ones for when we're celebrating the country's birthday. So I hope that hopefully they put out the 1776 first. I think that would be a good call, but that is their call to make. And those were really the main things with AtGames. They have I can't show this. Hold on a second. But definitely get Dinosaur Dynasty 3.
Season 3 flips into Week 4 with 3 more tables and another shot at the leaderboard. Grab your sword, face the danger, and battle your way through Rastan Saga. Make your first run through the new Dinosaur Dynasty 3 and survive the prehistoric action. Lock in for classic competition and fight for control in Battle 2016. Every flip can change your ranking, and every run is a chance to move up. Week 4 starts now. Play the tables, beat the scores, become a legend.
There you go. Become a legend. Flipper Friends are live now. That was it. That was my whole show. So I ran through all my slides. Let me make sure I didn't skip anything. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you. Drop a score on our leaderboards. And I will see you next week with new games. There was also a new table that's going to be released. I probably have a video on that. Let me look. I probably have a video on that. Battle EM Plus. Let me pull that up real quick. Just a second. I'm going to download it so it doesn't run choppy. But they do have a new pinball they're releasing in the EM Plus line probably next week, I would imagine. Thank you so much for joining, Gamesboro. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Madman Hand. Always a pleasure. You know, it's all about the games. It's all about having fun. AtGames Pinball is pretty cheap to get into. You can play all these games on even on the Micro, which is their entry-level units under $300. So AtGames Pinball is not expensive to get into, and it's a fun hobby. But all these games that I'm showing, all these pinball games like the Dinosaur Dynasty on my channel, the Dinosaur Dynasty 3, it runs on all the pinball machines they make. This is the Battle EM promo. This is the pinball table we're getting next week. But this one we got this week is a killer one. Anything designed by Scott Shelton is going to be top level. Anyway, huge shout out to Potion Sword Run, MotoLinux. If we can get MotoLinux to 100 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway next week. I'll find something cool and I'll do a special giveaway to celebrate. Let's try to get MotoLinux to 100. He's doing some great videos. Check out his full Killer Instinct video on his channel. Thanks so much for joining us. Bliss2121 picked our game in VR, Pinball Effects VR. We'll be playing one of my favorites, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I love that table. You do not have to twist my arm. That's one of my favorites. And yes, it was my honor to have you pick the VR game for us for the Retro Legends Arcade. Thanks so much to the gamers, the players, the people that show up and play every week. That's why I do this. It's just for fun. I think having a small group of games to focus on, it just gives me purposeful gaming. You know, you can't get good at all the games at once. You got to limit it to just a few. And I find this helps me to get better at arcade games than pinball. So thanks so much. I'll see you next week, as usual, for the Retro Legends Arcade. And take care. Everyone have a great weekend.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro and the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board. With the Atari 2600,
Your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brand, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats, late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend, his passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high score rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball bowling, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.